Hello, I'm Mech4 and welcome to another episode of Dawn of War Ultimate Apocalypse. This time we're playing as the Imperial Guard versus Orks of the Blood Axe tribe. Let's get to it. The map is called Under Siege and is a modified map from the Dawn of War campaign. So that it's apocalypsized, so that the fog of war has been removed. Or put at a greater distance than normal. So we shall start by building these usual structures, infantry commands, so that we can get Imperial Guardsmen. We get some more conscripts. They're useful for taking points.
Guardsmen reporting, my lord. Take the objective. We're here. The Emperor protects.
And there we go. I tell you, take that one. Good.
Reporting for duty, sir.
I want some more.
We're here. Reporting, sir. Reporting,
builders.
Sir. The Emperor protects.
You're finished. You haven't finished. There we go.
Reporting for duty, sir. We're here.
Nearly just finished. There's a get that. Oh, what's it called? Oh, my mind blanked on it. It is called a point, which is important. Yes, that's it.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
Have we taken any other points? This one. Good. Got that requisition point. Get that relic. This one is called a critical location. That's it. I feel like critical locations don't actually mean that much in the grand scheme of the game. They apparently, I believe they give you more requisition points than other points do on the map, but at the same time you can't put listening posts on them, so they're not really that defensible. By building, you know, turrets or structures around them. Right, construct that there, you stand there. Upgrade that. When you finish that, I want you to build that there. Good, good. Uh-oh. Look at greenskins! They're grots. Who wants to bet on who will win this battle? Conscripts versus grots. Will the conscripts even... They managed to kill a grot! The grots managed to kill a conscript. It's rather evenly matched, and that's just kind of sad to say that. What is that picture from, like, the Imperial Guardsman uplifting primer, which shows the Orks as these really squat, fat, chubby things which have a little axe and difficulty even shooting their weapon? And it's just like, you know, don't worry about the Orks, they're pathetic, and they're not even that good at aiming, and they go down with the easy shot from the las gun. Like, oh yeah, sure.
Take me a moment.
I'm talking about a book for Warhammer 40,000 called, did I mention it? The Imperial Guardsman's Uplifting Primer, which is like, it's supposed to be a copy of the in-universe, an in-universe publication which is given to every guardsman when they are given duty. And it is full-on propaganda about how weak the enemies of the Imperium are and how great the equipment the Imperial Guardsmen are given in comparison, and, you know, how there is nothing they can do but win against such pathetic enemies and all that, and it's all blatant lies.
If such is the Emperor's will.
Right, get that and him, get that in the medic, get that in the medic. Your front row, get some plasma guns, and you get melters. You get launchers and plasmas.
What are your orders?
You get banner and that. You get sergeant and the medic, sergeant and medic.
Heavy weapons on the field. Fire.
Right. As usual, I'm playing with the increased unit counts and production, so the Orks, if they play ball, should start attacking us in rather large numbers. Did I capture that relic? It's kind of all the way out there. Probably be a good idea to do so.
Where do you want us, sir? Position confirmed, sir. Where do you want us, sir?
Move there, move there. Oh, you're finished. Good. Yes, I will actually.
I shall hurry.
Move up
Initiating construction.
and run there.
Ready and willing, sir.
Set up.
Nothing will get
Set
through our
up.
field of fire. Shall I get started? Big guns ready to fire.
Okay,
Position
there you are. Set up.
will get through our field of
Did I have another one? I thought I built 4.
Where do you want us, sir? Nothing will get through our field of fire.
Yeah.
Big guns ready to fire. Ready and willing, sir.
Oh, there you
We'll
are.
cover our men.
What are you doing down there?
As you wish,
Okay.
so shall it be done. Initiating construction.
So I'm also aware that on this map, the AI's position, they're located up here,
Here they come!
it's kind of squished, so they could actually get stuck. Or maybe not. Don't know.
Will only
You're
take
not
me.
going to be able to get that, are you? Right. Forget about it.
Initiating construction.
We're going to need to build some turrets along here.
Initiating construction.
Form up, men! There's work to be done! Yes,
Yeah.
my lord. We'll get through this, I know it.
I do like the cityscapes maps, especially one with a fortress like this, and then you have a cityscape, and you have like the wall here, and then the forest or landscape out the side there.
My lord.
Oh, it's a grot tank! We can't take that. That thing's too heavily armored
Yes,
for our las guns,
I am honored that you
despite how powerful they are.
Initiating construction.
Emperor blessed weapons can pierce anything which the enemy may throw against us. If they fail, it's just because you are weak.
As you wish, so shall it be done. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Shoot him. I think he's having difficulty. Big Mac. Okay. Upgrade that again. Get that field command. Upgrade that in the flak. And the weapon specialization. Upgrade the sentinels, scanners, and be extra armor. So they're not completely exposed. Oh, there was a war track.
The Emperor protects.
Well done. You didn't all die. Got tanks.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
We're under fire!
The grot tanks are something which is added completely in the mod. Oh, we're going up against something which is more than just bullets. Ah! I love the little grot flies out the top and lands on the ground. Ah, get out of here! Boom! It just falls to pieces. It flips over.
Initiating construction.
There we go, and can't build another turret just there. Go! Fine. What are you doing?
Reporting, sir. Reporting, sir.
Are you dying?
The Emperor protects.
It will only take me a moment.
Right, build a turret there.
I am honored that you
Can I build any more turrets like along there? I would like to build a wall along there, actually. Build a barracks here.
challenge worthy of my skill.
Upgrade that to a rocket launcher. I'm glad that these can fire through this. If they couldn't, that would make things kind of tricky.
By my skills.
Ah, that corner there is not conductive to building.
So shall it be done.
Build that there. Actually, no, don't build that there.
Will only take me a moment.
There we go.
Initiating construction.
Get more builders. Upgrade basilisk depots.
I hear the machine spirit.
Reporting, sir.
I do tend to focus on artillery a lot for these games. It's mostly because I find artillery focus is the best way to deal with all the enemies coming at me. Building lots of infantry
The machine spirit.
doesn't really work because they end up getting stuck on each other and dying in droves. So, and
Initiating construction.
vehicles. What are the other options? Where was that? Here, right. You have the infantry doctrine, which increases maximum squad cap by 10, increases morale of all units by 100, yippee, allows infantry squads to be upgraded like research, but decreases max support cap by 5, so that means you can build less vehicles. You have the armor doctrine, which increases the cap for vehicles, and adds more health and damage to all tanks, like a research, but decreases max squad cap by 5, so you can build less infantry. You have aerial support doctrine, decreases the cost of all aircraft and airborne Kassakin veterans, along with allowing airstrikes to be casted per comms tower built, but decreases the maximum squad and support caps by 3. So what that means there is, you remember the communications building have the ability to call in like a vulture strike and a Valkyrie strike or something like that. At the moment, without that research, they share a cooldown. If I got the aerial doctrine, they would have their own individual cooldowns, which is quite nice. It would mean that if you built lots of comm towers, you could just have lots of airstrikes coming in. And you wouldn't be tied down to having one global cooldown for all of them. Build an industry command, because that is good for repairing our buildings. Build. Do I want to build a field command there? Might be good if these buildings weren't here. That would give me a bit more space. All these tanks here to either. Oh, the tanks actually remind me. If this is from the original Dawn of War campaign, all the the teasing of Imperial Guard, because the original Dawn of War, before Winter Assault, which added the Imperial Guard, you didn't actually have the Imperial Guard as a faction. You had Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, Orks, and Eldar. But you would have, I think in some of the missions, you had Imperial Guardsmen fighting in the area. And you could see the wreckage of Lehman Russ tanks scattered around. I don't know if you actually had any of the actual tanks. You couldn't use them, they were always an AI faction. But, yes. That was before I even really knew much about Warhammer 40,000. Those vague recollections of having played the tabletop briefly in... I think it would have been around 98. And I was, at the time, I was thinking of... I kept hearing something about a rhino transport. And I was very confused, because I was imagining an actual rhinoceros. It's like, how... Do they have like a... howdah on the back? Or something? It's like... Okay. Right, basilisks. Move up here. You guys have grenade launchers, and I'd like you to make use of them. Drop that in. Okay, Cassikins. Let's get the artillery doctrine now, because I like it. That's a rocket, so we get a rocket there, get a rocket there, and that a rocket. I always like having alternating turrets, so it goes like rocket, machine gun, rocket, machine gun, rocket, machine gun. I don't know why. Well, no, I do kind of know why. It would be because it would give good coverage of... it would mean all the rockets aren't clustered in one area. They would be evenly spread out. As much as possible, so. Who's whining? Oh, you guys are. Oh, you're getting attacked by a shooter squad. Okay. Well, retreat if you can. Run over here. Can you get out there? No. Okay, well that area I think is pretty securely blocked off. Hey, some of you actually managed to get out of there. I'm impressed. Didn't I have a builder over here? Did he die? Can't see. There's unfinished buildings there, and I want to know what happened to the builder. He like went on holiday or something. We see here the difficulties of playing as the Imperial Guard because your units get in each other's way. Right. Yes, we can get the full-scale wall now. Don't know whether the greenskins are actually giving us much reason to. A little weak. Get the Cassigan squad. Upgrade. Build 2 Cassigans. And get the command squads. Might have mentioned before, Cassigans are elite Imperial Guardsmen. They are armed with rapid fire las cannons, las guns. And they have better body armor.
If such is the Emperor's will.
Yeah, they must have killed one of my workers, one of my builders. Hello. I want to upgrade you. Build 2 commissars. Right, you. Build a communications tower down here. There we go. Yeah, get a Cassigan sergeant and field medic. Oh, you can get a standard bearer. Oh, you can't get all of them. Okay. The anti-tank support is 2 guys armed with a rocket launcher. Or like a bazooka? I don't know the name of it in Warhammer 40,000. I think it's just a rocket. I think it's just called a rocket launcher.
Where's our fire support? Long have I wished to serve under you, sir.
We will give you... Stun grenades are useful. We'll give you a flamer, melter gun, the plasma guns. We'll give you some inferno grenades. Okay. And a banner. Hello.
Obedience without hesitation.
Get all of your upgrades. It just gets fully decked out. Go. It's looking very resplendent. Commissar! I want you in that squad. And you, Commissar. I want you over here. That squad. Want burner grenades. And you can get a normal grenade launcher. No, actually, get another plasma gun. You have 3 plasma guns, 2 inferno grenades, a flamer, a multi-melter, or a melter gun, and 2 grenade launchers.
Register for action.
What do you got? 3, 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay.
Shall I get started?
3, 1, 2, 2. Right. You have the banner carriers here. The banners which have Veneratio Imperator written on it. And the company symbol on it.
On the double, it will be my honor. Victory is assured.
You're around here. There you are.
I see what you have in mind.
Get a melter gun, and you can get melter bombs. I kind of assume always that if you can upgrade it, it will be an improvement over what it was previously. It's not always the case. Sometimes the upgrades are actually a
so shall it be done.
like a secondary option.
So shall it be done.
So it's not always good practice to upgrade all of your
Require my skill.
to purchase all the upgrades for your units.
Worthy of my skill.
But there we go.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
I will drop you in there. How are the orcs going anyway? Not really bothering us too much. Okay. Yeah, they're crammed full of grots. Build that.
Where is his will needed?
Upgrade that. No, don't minimize the HUD. Upgrade that. That. Have a builder here. I will airdrop you in there.
It is my duty to serve.
And you can get that, that, and that. Please. They construct the walls extremely quickly. Which I'm glad for. At the same time, they're a massive pain to get rid of. So. Commandos? Oh, is that why you died? Because you had to go all the way around?
A challenge worthy of my skill.
Forget that one then. You must have died over here somewhere. If we had to pass through the front lines to get to the turret. I'd get to the wall, pardon. Yeah, I can't see him. The previous builder who died. He might be buried underneath an orc somewhere. Dawn boys! Okay, there we go. We can call in a Valkyrie bombing run. Yeah, let's wake him up a bit. Boom! And they shoot from inside the walls.
As you wish, so shall it be done. And kill machine spirit for so shall it be done. A challenge
Would be a good
worthy of my skill.
experiment to see whether they can. Ah, heavy weapons. We can get plasma cannons now. Get you a plasma cannon, you a plasma cannon.
It will only take me a moment.
Build one there.
Challenge worthy of my skill.
Build one there. Need an armored command or Mars pattern command. Are you building those?
I am on it. Initiating construction.
Are you? Apparently you
I am on it.
weren't.
Require my skill.
What are you doing? Just standing there. Right, I want a Mars pattern construction buildy thingy. Mars pattern command. Down there. Airdrop you in. Or could I have just dropped him out of the building? Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. And build an armored command. There.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
Now can they shoot out of the towers? Boom! This is a proper fortress to defend from. Might have to do this map again with Tyranids. That'd be fun. What am I doing? Get a volcano shot. You get a volcano shot. The EMP shots are actually more useful now. I believe if we're fighting against orcs, I would assume, as I said during my Tyranid game, I would assume that the EMP shots... Oh, hang on. Yep, good. Okay, there was a bit of a freeze there. I would assume the EMP shots are not that effective when you're playing against the Tyranids, since the Tyranid buildings are not mechanical. But I do not actually know whether that matters in the game. It is not something which I have extensively tested. I'm not in the habit of extensively testing things, I just sort of notice things as I go along. But get that, and get Uncommon Valor. Tank Armor 1. Let's get the other upgrades for the tanks. There is this also vehicle here, actually, I'll show that off. This was added in the last patch, I believe, for the mod. It is a new vehicle for the Imperial Guard. There might be others, but I can't remember all of them. But I noticed this one in particular. I think it was added in the last patch. One of the last patches. It is a Orks, which is a transport. It's a support unit also. It has ability overcharge, reinforcement assist. It doesn't have healing. You can upgrade it with other things though. An antenna, medicine stash for healing, and ammo stash, which raises weapon range and damage with nearby infantry. It's pretty cool. And it can also build special weapons team, tech priest engine special weapons team, tech priest engine seer, and Imperial guardsman. It can also deploy minefields. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I don't know all the differences between it and the Chimera, which is the usual transport, or the Chimera assault tank, which is more heavily armored than the Chimera, and I think it's got less space for passengers. But yeah, the Orks is a pretty nice model. I mean, it's just like a heavily armored truck.
We're here.
Yes, are you... Go out to that building over there.
I know it.
The ground shakes by the thunder of our artillery.
Initiating construction.
By the Emperor, it will be done.
Right, men.
From the Emperor's mouth to my ears.
Just move out there.
We'll cover our men. Victory is assured. Orders received. We're here. Shall I get started? By the Emperor, it will be done.
Get some sniper rifles. They'll help.
Hustle up, eager for action. Sucker.
You get some sniper rifles too.
You called, sir.
I do kind of like getting the sniper rifles sometimes because I might have mentioned before, they do give a heavy morale penalty when a unit is shot by them. Well, that guardsman squad just died. There's like 15 members in that squad. Not anymore. Oh, there's the other Cassican squad. Poor orc. They just come into view. Oh,
Yes, my lord.
they just come into view, and then they get artillery bombed.
Yes,
Struck by so much artillery.
my lord. The Emperor protects.
Yeah, shoot the vehicle over there. Boom. Yeah, that was you guys. That was totally you guys in your little pew pew lasers. You're doing the Emperor's work. Let's get. Oh, what's the one with the What's the one with the high velocity? This one, the Punisher. Yeah, let's get some Punishers.
Big guns ready to fire.
Pack up
Big guns ready to fire.
and drop there. You can upgrade these. They come with a heavy bolter in base, and you can upgrade them to an autocannon, which is more effective versus heavier infantry, I believe, and then or a las cannon, which is of course effective against vehicles.
Will only take me a moment.
Right, we should be able to upgrade our base now. Yes, we can. There's all the other command units too, which I never build. You have a standard bearer, which you can attach to units. That's new from the mod. You have a field medic, which is another unit added by the mod, which acts like the medic you can normally get for the units. I don't know whether these ones have more health than the ones you can produce from the squads themselves. You have a psyker, which is a unit with some powerful abilities. One of them in particular I think is called Curse of the Machine Spirit or something like that, and in the base game it was very powerful because it turned the vehicle unit into an infantry unit in its type designation, which meant that you could defeat vehicles by using weapons which would normally be completely ineffective against vehicles. So massed Imperial Guardsmen fire from the las guns against a Baneblade or so would suddenly be doing a lot more damage because the Baneblade would actually be counted as a infantry rather than a vehicle. You have the Priest, which is a melee fighter. It's a guy with a massive chainsword, and he inspires the morale of an attached squad, and apparently also provides an attached squad with health, morale, and speed bonuses. I think he has an ability which is like Rally for the Space Marines, where they gain their morale back. I could be wrong. I don't use them too often. Perhaps I should. Let's get... what should we get? Let's just get a normal Baneblade, actually. The old standby Baneblade. Can't build that. It's stuck out over there. Apparently I can't move through those craters. That is annoying. Now, what was I doing?
The machine spirits are willing.
I
As you wish,
don't know.
so shall it
The Orks aren't really doing much. They keep sending us grot tanks. And invisible orcs. Conscripts don't have grenades. God. Right. They're invisible. Just grenade them. Oof. There we go. And you can't chuck a grenade too far. Oh! Boom! Boom! Boom, 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 boom. Boom! There we go.
Yes, my lord.
The upgrades also increase the unit count which you have. The conscripts now, you may notice, are up to 26 in a squad. You can bury the infantry underneath even more numbers. Right, we'll bring this Taurox up. In the meantime, I did build the other two transports. We have the Chimera here, which has, I think it's like a multi-las or something. It's like a fast-firing las gun attached to the front, as well as a bolter, and it's got some smoke launchers and also nerve gas launchers. It can also heal, ability recharge, reinforcement, recharge. You got heavy flamers and a heavy stubber, which is the guy popping out the top with a stubber, which is just a machine gun rather than the laser gun. It also has these las guns attached on the side here, which only activate if you put infantry inside of it, because the infantry in the compartment would be manning them and firing using them. And we have the Chimera assault tank, Cronus pattern, which is more heavily armored. You can see some sandbags on the front. It's got a bigger cannon, which I think is more anti-vehicle. It's got the heavy stubber already on the top. It's got the guns on the side there as well. It's got a bulldozer plow, which is, I suppose, just representative of being more heavily armored, as well as the side skirting. And that, I don't know, is that a rocket launcher or is that just a targeting array? Anyway, but it's also got one less spot. You can upgrade the, as I just did, the heavy bolter at the front to a heavy flamer. Or the bolter. Bolter, heavy bolter, I can't remember, one or the other. So, yes. You guys were busy dying while I was looking away, weren't you? Conscripts, go up! Those orcs are invisible! There we go. We can see them when we're right up against them. You need to sight them so our artillery can shoot them. How do we know that the orcs are there? They're actually reaching out and touching them and saying, yes, we have contact! Shoot it! There you go. That was totally the conscripts. Oh, the conscripts do 8 to 16 damage at range. They actually do more damage in melee than they do at ranged. They do 9 to 19 in melee. And they do 8 to 16 damage at ranged. That's so sad. The little knife, combat knife they get, deals more damage than the las gun they're equipped with. Oh. Just feel sorry for them. Okay. Yeah, go in there. You get in there too. Torx also, as it shows there, has more space in it. It's got 4 slots instead of 2. Somehow you can stuff like 40 guardsmen into one of these. Don't question it. It's like a, what's it called, clown car. The Emperor protects and provides clown cars. Getting Age of Empires vibes and, like, you know, putting like multiple catapults and elephants onto a single raft. Oh! Everyone just blew out of the tank. Conscripts broke. They killed my transport. Get up there and take that point. Shoot that war truck. War track. Sorry, not war truck. Boom! Shoot him! Conscripts, stop dying. Oh, they killed my Taurox. I think the Taurox just flipped over completely. Right. Where's those conscripts? Get that point. Assicans, good. Being very eager getting all the way up there. Go over there. You guys go over there. You guys, I don't know, go there. The Chimera can move up. And medical aid. Still have a commissar. That's pretty cool. Boom! Use a crack. There we go. This battle being a bit smaller and less hectic is actually kind of good, because we get to see the infantry actually pull their weight a bit.
Ready and willing, sir.
They try their best. Oh yeah, my Punishers. Punishers are armed with a massive rotating cannon on the front. We can upgrade them with heavy flamers on all their points, apart from the main cannon, and the heavy stubber at the top. Can't forget him. Come on. Boom! They didn't break! What is this sorcery? I chucked a stun grenade at you. There you go. Chuck another one. I think they're all dead there. They're all dead there. Move two of them over there. No! Tank busters! Smoke! Nerve gas! Get heavy stubbers. The extra firepower will be much needed. Maybe? Some more nerve gas. And a bit more nerve gas over there. Drop another smoke. Drop some more smoke. I don't know how much smoke actually affects things. I often feel it's not that much. Move up. Get a multi-melter because there's some vehicles over there. Oh, what's all these explosions going on? Ow! Something's bamboozling us. Watch out for mines. Sir, what do we do if we step on a mine? Well, standard military procedure is to jump 15 feet up into the air and spread yourselves over a wide area. Thermonuclear plant. Do we need it? Not really. This battle is a bit of a doddle. Go on. Grenades! Stun grenades! Kastakins actually get to throw 2 rounds of frag grenades. They have apparently a personalized... Oh, okay, that's just so that they can throw 2. I thought maybe they had a bigger, better grenade, but no, it's just a normal grenade, and it's just there for the specific purpose of allowing them to fire 2. Get up. Move up. Look at all those giblets on the ground. Jeez, look at all that. It's like a feast for days there. Chuck a grenade. Boom! There we go. No, it's a mech boy. A big mech. Shoot him! Conscripts, build some sandbags. That will help. Yeah, look, the sandbags are helping him. Are the sandbags alright? Defend those sandbags with your life, man. Pretend the sand in them is imported from Terra herself. It's not. We actually found it in the ditch over there. But the tech priest did bless the sand, so it's worth more than your lives. Get up there. Having some actual anti-vehicle vehicles would be good. Do well. They're all invisible! I don't really like orcs being invisible. I don't feel that they should be invisible. They're not like the type which would be invisible. Improve morale by killing one of our own guys. Drop a smoke. Drop another grenade. And another grenade there. Field Commander. Field Support Lieutenant, actually. Build another Orks. And you lot are going to get up to the front lines. I don't think we're actually going to need a Titan for this level. Oh, guardsmen! Guardsmen are dying! Oh, my commissar! Stop being invisible! I don't like it. It doesn't matter whether your weapons are anti-vehicle or not, it just matters how much dagger you put into a vehicle. If you can shoot the vehicle so much that there is nothing left, then it's anti-vehicle. You know, by filling it full of holes and making it like Swiss cheese or something.
Artillery, fire when ready.
It will be my honor.
Right. Get another psyker and another priest.
Understood.
Get in there. You get in there too. And you.
Standing ready. It will be my
You lot get in there. Yes, apparently a tech priest takes up as much space as like 26 conscripts. I don't know. I just have images of them stuffing the conscripts into like canisters or something, or like in the overhead luggage. You just open it and conscripts pour out. Oh, it's so silly.
New call, sir. Eager for action, sir.
Oh yeah.
NQ machine.
Yeah, drop out.
are safe for arrival.
Oh yeah, this is something I actually haven't built. The tank traps. Cheap, small, and effective at tank traps or confusing movement. Only dedicated detectors can detect tank traps. Which is a bit odd to me. They apparently infiltrate. You'd think it would be easy to see, like, rebars in the street, but apparently not. Right. Well, rebars? I don't know, just like girders welded together. Hey there! I'm here to, I don't know, lead the way, man. Nerve gas. I said nerve gas. Thank you. I kind of wish nerve gas had a better visual. It's got a rusty colored cloud there. Meh. I think that's better than what the vehicles one looks like. I don't remember that from the vehicles nerve gas launches. Let's see. Poof. Oh, no. But wasn't it shooting it before? It doesn't last very long. Boom! Did you get hit by your own frag and by your own stun grenade? Right. Well, upgrade these to have the heavy flamers. At least 3 of them. That way we have a nice even amount. Bird. What's the sound of the guns firing? Taka, 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 taka. Before he died, before he teleported away, he saw what he truly believed was too much dagger. Okay, move up. You guys move up. They're all gonna die against the buildings in there, aren't they? Build some artillery, support. Get stuck. Can't forget that part. It's very important that you get stuck into terrain. Our plan will fall apart if you don't do that. Ah, the tank's gonna get demolished, isn't he? Yes, he is! Down there. Gas the Kings. Destroy that building. Yeah, conscripts. I may as well tell just conscripts to attack in melee. They're apparently better at it than shooting. Destroy that point. Heavy flamers doing their work. Destroy that wire banner. Drop a stun grenade on them. Drop a crack grenade on that building. Actually, let's drop a demolition charge. We don't see those often. At all, really. Boom! Demolition charges, you drop, they activate, and then the charge can be detonated at your leisure. Or if they go infiltrated after a bit. So the enemy can destroy them. Which I think causes them to detonate. Get rid of that ouchie platform. There we go. Did you take that point? No, you didn't. Push up. Ugh. Get down there.
We did it, sir. Reporting, sir. Reporting, sir. Eager for action, sir. Taking hit.
How far can you fire? Oh, you're just out of range of their base.
Will only take me.
Build that one. Actually, forget that one. If you're not within range of their base, then we're going to move closer so that we are. Need to build this. There.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
Come on.
Shall I get started?
Pathing, my ever-present enemy.
Eager for action, sir. I shall see to it personally, sir. Reporting, sir. Standing by. Yes.
Get in there,
Yes,
conscripts.
sir. Yes, sir. Charge. Sir, sir, what do we do?
Oh, is that a weird boy? Yeah, it's a weird boy. I was using weird boy in my orcs battle. Weird boys are like orc psychers. They have powerful abilities with the mind and the war. And they're very prone to exploding. Let's get some Cassican airborne.
Humiliation. Taking hits. Time to strike back hard.
It's actually going to be kind of an infantry heavy battle. Oh, yeah, we have our Baneblade. I completely forgot about you. Well, let's drop a Baneblade in.
We will serve. Use the frags.
Oh, my field lieutenant. Get out of there. Attach to the Cassican squad. There you go. "11 barrels of hell." Get down there. You took that point. That's pretty good. Boom. There is the ram ability, which is this button here, which all the vehicles have, which allows the vehicle to start pushing. I killed all my conscripts, didn't they? Which allows them to push all of the enemy infantry around, which is quite nice, especially for large vehicles. It allows them to just get out of there by running over the enemy and knocking them around. Very amusing to watch. Where were those? It was there. Yes, right. Deep strike you, deep strike You can't? There's not enough room. There's only room for one squad.
On standby.
What about now? There you go.
The Emperor's will, we are here. We're honored by your trust.
Get up there. Then airstrike again. I don't know why it's saying I can't airstrike things in. I distinctly remember the AI being able to drop like 4 Bane Blades into an extremely tight space. You see the weird boy spinning around, and he's going to go pop. Oh, pop. I think he drops a little warp storm on the spot where he dies. Fighter bombers. Like that. Get up there. My Bane Blade is taking damage. Noos. I'd love it if they could just like run over the grot tanks. Again, if it was in Company of Heroes, you'd be able to have the grot tanks like leave a corpse around, leave a destroyed chassis, and just have like other tanks squish it by running over it. That's that ability I was talking about. Curse of the Machine Spirit. Oh! Well, there's that ability I want. There's not that ability I was talking about. They just killed my entire general squad. How embarrassing. There goes my general. Yeah, whatever. Right. You finished?
So shall it be done.
Build some artillery. Actually, yeah, do this.
We won't let you down, sir.
What's over here? Oh, they got the mech shop, and I've got a, what's it called, a big bomber tower. They're actually killing all my guys. No! I destroyed my Bane Blade. How the filthy greenskins do that? They're killing all my punishers. Right, we need a Stormblade. And get some Demolishers. Demolishers have what I believe is called a low velocity cannon. It's like a mortar. Oh, I see. You see the green cloud, the orange cloud around them? That's from a what's it called? A bad dock? Which is the healer for the greenskins. But he has an ability, I think it's called like Go-Go Juice or something like that. And it makes the unit invincible for a period of time. I would like if you could get out of there. You couldn't get out of there. And just chucking conscripts at it. They're actually pushing us back. That's kind of impressive.
On standby.
Right. Build a Vox operators.
Take us to these coordinates.
Yeah, look at that push. They've actually managed to get up off their butt. Push out a bit. I look at my base and I think, am I going to have to start reinforcing it a bit more?
It's the Emperor's will.
Hey, I told you to get out this way. Oh, you don't want to. Get in that one, and then hop out this side. No? You don't want... Okay, fine, whatever. I can put you in one of them. Then I can transport you to this one, and maybe then you'll decide to pop out here, because you can't pop out on that. Yeah, look at the greenskins. See? They're actually being kind of aggressive. It's rather impressive. We were taking them lightly.
Reporting for duty, sir. Emperor's will.
Slowly take for us.
Now you're stuck behind there. That's not an improvement. Get in there. Well,
Reporting for
I don't
duty,
want to
sir.
lose that point.
We can't hold.
How far can you fire?
Ready to serve.
Oh, you can reach to there. Okay. So you can actually fire over the entire cityscape. Pretty impressive.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Yeah, drop some Earthshaker rounds on them over there.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Here we go. Boom! 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 Boom!
Guardsman reporting. The Emperor has abandoned us. Ready to serve. Reporting for duty, sir. Run for your lives!
No! Don't move. Oh, look at them. They move out of position so that they can get in range to shoot their Earthshakers, but I'm pretty sure I was firing within their range. Whatever. I wish you could tell them to just sit there, and if they're not within range, not to move. Right, now. We have the Stormhammer. Stormhammer? Stormblade? Whatever it's called. Stormblade. We'll get Stormlord. Hello, it's a giant plasma gun. Boom! Get the Deep Strike, the Cacican Airborne veterans in. Do a Vulture Strike and a Valkyrie Bombing Run. They're gonna wish they'd never got up this morning. Use the Vox to reveal them. The Orks are wiring. Shoot those knobs. They destroyed our building. It's actually kind of impressive.
There is no stopping us. We are dead. In our wake, all that remains
Ram!
is
Ram!
dread.
Just ram them. They destroy my Stormblade. Noes. Oh. These greenskins are earning my wrath. You're still not there. What do you mean you can't get past him? How did you get... Oh. Oh no. Oh, it's a crash. Oh well. What should I do with this recording? It was going well up until that point. Well, I might upload it anyway. That was a pretty fun battle until it crashed. Well, if I do upload it, I'd like to thank you for joining me here. And I will see you next time. This is always a risk whenever I play one of these games. Especially because I forgot to save. Ah well. I will see you next time for more Dawn of War Ultimate Apocalypse. Maybe with more crashing. I don't know. Anyway, see you then. Bye.